Craig Tinker will bid farewell to Coronation Street next week after spending 14 years on the show, and his departure storyline is deeply emotional. The actor revealed earlier this year that he would be leaving the long-running ITV series. Back in autumn last year, I was informed that Craig Tinker's journey on the cobbles would conclude in 2025, he shared in a post on Instagram. I've cherished every moment of my 14-year journey living on what I believe is the best street in the world. It's been a privilege to grow up in and around the incredible world of Coronation Street. The people here have taught me so much about life. I'm thrilled to bring Craigie's final chapter to the screen. For me, this feels like the close of an opening act. I'm truly looking forward to discovering what the next part of my story holds. In the upcoming episodes, Craig's final storyline will unfold during a dramatic week that also features his colleague Kit Green and the volatile neighbors Lou and Mick Michaelis. A special series of episodes will reveal why Mick holds such power over his childhood friend Kit, placing both Kit and Craig in serious jeopardy. The tension begins when Kit confronts Mick's rebellious son Brody over a shoplifting incident, sparking a heated conflict. Sean Tully and Gemma Winter Brown witness Mick's explosive reaction and grow alarmed when Lou suddenly disappears. In response, Sean chooses to withdraw his statement implicating Mick in his assault and comes clean about what really happened. Meanwhile, Lou tends to an injury on her head and pleads with Mick to return home and fix the chaos. But instead, Mick lashes out, calling Kit and blaming him for all the misfortunes in his life. Mick ultimately chooses to take control of the situation himself. Meanwhile, Craig is eager to shadow Kit as part of his CID training and even lines up an online date for later that night. But with Kit preoccupied and distracted, Craig feels overlooked, prompting Lisa Swain to encourage him to demonstrate that he's ready for the challenge. When a call comes in about a disturbance, Craig sees it as the perfect opportunity to prove himself. Although we can't give away exactly what unfolds, we can reveal that an ambulance races to the scene, and Craig's fate hangs by a thread. Maria Connor discovers him drenched in blood, but he's unable to recall what took place. In the ICU, Lisa learns he's suffering from a brain bleed. As he slips in and out of consciousness, Asha Alahan gently manages to piece together his account of the events. But by the time Jess Haywood arrives to question him, his condition takes a dramatic turn for the worse. Elsewhere on the street, Lou tries to flee with her 2 young daughters, while Mick confronts Sarah Platt and demands she contact Kit. Convinced Kit has destroyed his life, Mick is hell-bent on getting revenge. As tensions hit boiling point, Bernie Winter is taken hostage and used as bait to lure her son into a dangerous showdown at a secluded location. Meanwhile, the community is left reeling from devastating news about Craig. It's shaping up to be one of the most intense weeks Coronation Street has seen in years. Coronation Street on-screen couple glowing as they go on the Raz as dramatic storyline revealed. Several beloved couples from Coronation Street were recently spotted spending some quality time together away from the famous cobbled streets of Weatherfield, with actress Samia Longchamban humorously captioning the outing as being on the Raz. Samia, widely recognized for her long-standing role as Maria Windass in the hit ITV soap, was seen enjoying a relaxing drink alongside a few of her fellow cast members. Among them was her on-screen husband, Mikey North, who portrays Gary Windass. The casual get-together offered fans a rare behind-the-scenes glimpse of the stars unwinding away from the drama of their fictional lives. Their joint appearance off-set comes after a noticeable absence that had sparked curiosity among loyal viewers. Many fans had begun to question the sudden disappearance of Maria and Gary from recent episodes, especially as their characters had been heavily involved in key storylines not long ago. Their last on-screen appearance was around the aftermath of Mason Radcliffe's death, a major plot point that followed the intense bullying arc involving Maria's son, Liam Connor. Since then, both characters have been largely absent, leaving audiences speculating about their whereabouts and potential future storylines. However, in mid-March, Samia reassured fans that she remains actively involved with the show. Taking to Instagram, she shared a candid selfie from the set, seated in one of the booths at the iconic Rover's Return Inn. Alongside the snap, she wrote, "It's all going on in here today, at Coronation Street," confirming that filming is still very much underway. The behind-the-scenes update was warmly received by fans, who are eagerly awaiting the return of Maria and Gary to the forefront of the action in upcoming episodes. Over the past few weeks, both Maria and Gary have made a noticeable return to the forefront of Coronation Street, and it seems they've been thrown straight into the heart of the latest drama unfolding on the cobbles. In recent episodes, fans watched as Gary formed a tentative alliance with Mick Michaelis, agreeing to let him take over the builder's yard. However, that partnership quickly soured when Mick crossed a serious line, playing a cruel prank on Liam by locking him inside a tool shed. The incident caused Liam to miss his all-important GCSE English exam, leaving Maria and Gary furious. When the couple learned the truth, tensions exploded. A furious Gary confronted Mick and sacked him on the spot, sparking a violent confrontation between the two. The argument escalated into a brutal fight, leaving both bloodied. In a moment of rage, Gary picked up a broken bottle, prepared to defend himself, but before the situation spiraled further, DC Kit Green appeared on the scene. Owing to his complicated past with Mick, Kit shockingly chose to cover for him, rather than holding him accountable. Later that day at the bistro, Kit confronted Mick, insisting they were now even after the chaos that unfolded. But Mick coldly replied that even was something they were nowhere near, hinting at darker intentions still to come. Not long after, viewers watched as Mick vandalized the builder's yard, leaving it in ruins. When an enraged Gary confronted him once more, Mick smirked, knowing full well that going to the police would be futile. Earlier, Gary had confided in Maria that he was planning to speak with PC Craig Tinker about the ongoing situation, despite her reservations, particularly with Craig already under pressure. Now, fans believe that Gary's decision may ultimately lead to the shocking moment teased in a recent trailer, one that shows Craig involved in a violent altercation that leaves his life hanging in the balance. Off-screen, however, the mood is far lighter. Actors Samia Longchambon and Mikey North, who portray Maria and Gary, were recently spotted enjoying a well-earned break in the sunshine. The pair were seen relaxing and sharing drinks with co-stars Julia Goulding and Farrell Hegarty near ITV's Trafford-based studios. Soaking up the sun at Media City in Salford Quays, the group looked carefree and cheerful, a stark contrast to the intense storylines playing out on screen. As the drama continues to build in Weatherfield, fans can expect more twists, confrontations, and high-stakes developments, with Maria, Gary, and Craig right at the center of it all.